The wraparound is a holistic approach to healing and support that uses our Statlium ways of being. Using the wraparound process is something very new in our community, but it's also not new. It's almost the same as yesterday. A long time ago, our ancestors all knew that we are interconnected with each other, with the land, and with the animals. So we are using that same concept and wrapping around our people.
What I like about this is that it formalizes our clinical counseling process and it builds in confidentiality and safety within the program.
In our language, our greeting is Ashwa'o, and it actually means how are you? How is your whole being? How are you emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally? So we want to help you rebalance your 4 quadrants, and we have many methods to do that. We have counseling, EMDR, somatic therapy, art therapy, equine therapy, and your usual talk therapy. Especially for people who have trouble saying how they feel in words, we can use EMDR, somatic, and especially like things like art therapy and equine therapy. You don't need to express in words, in English words especially, how we're feeling. We can let it go through art. The art is like the water going to the water, you're letting it go.
SOHS also offers a number of services, including the land-based healing, the day treatment, peer support, and addictions that clients could also access. What this does is it sets up an intake process where we're all working together to support members as they work on their own wellness journey.
Our services are for ages 9 and above. We work with all genders. We also do more than just one-on-one. We could do for couples or for families. We work with Statlium members or Indigenous people living in the northern Statlium communities. We have interviewed over 30 counselors, and 20 of them have made our list that are trauma-informed. They're very caring. They know about Indigenous histories. So we've really vetted these counselors, and we feel very safe to say that we can send you to them and you'll feel comfortable.
People set the goals for themselves, and it's just my job to be there to provide a safe space, a safe person, to build that relationship so that they feel that they can trust me enough to explore the harder aspects of themselves and their past. With equine-assisted counseling, so using horses in the counseling sessions, it really works on the nervous system, on slowing people down, on becoming more reflective, as well as learning how to engage with another being in a different way. Because horses, they will respond and they will give us that feedback right in the moment, and it will be honest and authentic.
So with bilateral stimulation, it's actually one of the techniques that is used in OEI as well to regulate the nervous system. If you are dysregulated, and it's really hard because when you are talking about the trauma that is like really hard to go into, you are more likely to get nervous system dysregulation.
Somatic therapy is developing that internal body awareness, being able to recognize how something like trauma might impact you and where you might be storing tension around things like that when you're recognizing that you're in a certain state.
And it'll be trauma-informed because we know of all of the past histories with Indigenous peoples. And we're hoping, by the end of it, they're feeling like positive and they're feeling good about themselves. That first step is so important. Someone is reaching out, they need a warm, welcoming hand reaching back to them.